and AM 1160. IUP Lively Arts gets this segment every month, and we're so happy today to welcome Timothy Paul to the program. Our conversation brought to you this morning by Marcus & Mack, a law firm representing injured people. Mr. Paul, good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Fabulously well. Good to have you with us here today, too.
My pleasure.
So we're talking music at IUP, the Department of Music, and you've got a number of events going. Just because there's a pandemic doesn't mean the music stops. The music always goes on, doesn't it?
It absolutely, and we've embraced it every way we can by putting virtual performances out, and in this case, we'll have a live stream performance coming up on March 6th.
Beautiful. Tell me all about it.
This concert on March 6th is one of those, I'll just say it's eclectic in that there's something for everybody in the concert. Mm-hmm. And it's a concert made up of chamber music. So we have different players from different sections, whether it's woodwind, brass, or percussion, or combinations, that are meeting and playing 6 different pieces of music, ranging from like a fireworks fanfare, a piece called Light for chamber winds, This Cruel Moon by John Mackey. We have the Washington Grays March from 1861 that's been arranged by one of IUP's graduate students that'll be performed there, and this will be the inauguration of his conducting and arranging. We have a piece called Ash, which the composer did this because she thought it was snowing in California. It was actually from wildfires. And then it ends, speaking of fires, it ends with a piece called Dancing Fire.
Wow, that sounds fantastic. And I bet you, because it's been so difficult to get into a venue and actually perform, that these musicians are really, really hyped up about it.
They are, and it's when we started rehearsing after break. Our first rehearsal was actually this week on Tuesday, and we haven't gotten to make music live in one room, socially distanced, in over 2 months. So it was just a great welcoming to put all those efforts together and share.
Yeah, so these are actual human beings all gathered into one room and properly physically distanced so that they can perform together, and just the joy of the instrument just must have been amazing to hear.
Very heartwarming. You want to say people get cold chills because of the cold. I had cold chills because we were getting to make sounds together. We're just outstanding.
So on the program, what are some of the pieces that we're going to hear?
The first piece that we open the program with is called Fireworks Fanfare. And it's by a young African-American composer, and his name is Kevin Day. Mm-hmm. And he's at University of Georgia right now, finishing up a doctorate. Just outstanding writer.
Yeah. And it's a piece for what instruments?
It's brass and percussion on that particular piece.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And the second piece, which is called Light, is all woodwinds. Oh. So it goes from the piccolo all the way down to the bassoon.
Oh,
and so they're depicting all the different colors and things that you can think of with light, and all the reflections and refractions and everything that can hold.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right. Other highlights? Go ahead. I was just going to say other highlights.
The other highlight was it's called This Cruel Moon, which in this case, this group is made up all brass, woodwinds, and percussion, the whole gamut of the wind experience. And it's almost like a lullaby, but it's from here I'm going to forget a word there, but anyway, it's a heart-strung piece where it tears at you, and you feel the give and take of it, and the sonorities that it creates and the mood it creates are really quite outstanding.
Wonderful. And so how will people be able to access this and actually attend to the concert virtually?
Online, you will be able to see the IUP Music. Well, if you go on YouTube, and for those that are adept at YouTube, that it's IUP Music Department page, and it'll show a link to the concert. That concert's at 7 p.m. on March 6th. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And if you have any questions about that, they can always shoot me an email, which it's easy, which I'm opening myself up to emails. That's fine, because we want our music being shared. It's just Paul, Paul, at IUP.edu.
Paul at IUP.edu.
That is it, exactly.
Terrific. So that's one event you have coming up. What else is going on with the music department?
That we have on our webpage. For those that are there on the webpage, you can see our concerts, all the different concerts with faculties are still giving recitals. I mean, we're doing everything possible to get music out to folks when they can't get to us. Mm-hmm. In the same way that the band is putting together virtual performances. And we've done America the Beautiful, we've done the Alma Mater, we've done the Star Spangled Banner, and just so that music can be in your hearts, your homes, and everywhere. And we know that it's with IUP.
Are there going to be other concerts here in this spring semester?
Oh, absolutely. On April 25, we're saying that all the shots are going to be out and will be better. We're going to have a concert in the Oak Grove that's going to feature both the wind ensemble and the symphony orchestra.
Wow.
And have little chamber groups all around the Oak Grove so people can stroll around at a safe distance and hear music.
Won't that be nice? Oh, yeah.
Yes.
That'll be tremendous. Let's hope for good weather with that.
Well, we have a backup date of May 2nd, just in case.
And by golly, you're getting later into the spring then, so maybe things will be perfectly fine for that. That's terrific news that the IUP Department of Music is going to all of those lengths so that people can hear and that performers can perform because they live for that. That's what they're all about, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Sharing is the most important part of music.
All right, so we're talking with Timothy Paul this morning, IUP Music Department, and this concert coming up on March 6th virtually. And as you heard from him, the details on how it is that you can go about attending this concert virtually. And who knows, by the time we get to the end of April, maybe we'll actually be able to go and see people in person again. That would be wonderful. How is it within the building, within Cogswell, for instance, when people are able to get together and start playing their instruments again and take lessons privately? I know there have to be extra measures in place in order to protect everybody from the virus, but they're doing it. They're working hard at it, aren't they?
Absolutely. And, I have lots of friends all over the nation, and the lengths that IUP has taken to keep us safe is really quite outstanding. Anywhere from the lights with ultraviolet air cleaners to all of the filters room to room, and just the care is really outstanding to say we're taking care of family.
Yeah, that's terrific news. Now, with IUP being as virtual as it is in terms of classwork, are all the musicians able to be there for these sorts of events, or must some of them do their work from home?
That's the one great part about our musicians and the care they've taken in our building is we're all here. We're all here, and they're taking classes in person. There are some classes that have a hybrid mix, and so that if somebody isn't feeling well, or like this morning when the weather is like it is, if somebody is having trouble getting in, we're making accommodations to make sure everybody's okay.
Oh, but that's absolutely terrific that they can get together in such a way, because that really is a hands-on, or in many cases, lips-on type of thing, isn't it?
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's like we said, it's a family. It's a family of sound doing things to share with others.
Yeah. Wonderful news today from IUP Music Department. What else going on? Anything exciting?
Every day is a new adventure. And it's, I'm speaking from the band portion of it. I said a little bit about the orchestra. The choirs are doing great things. The choirs are spacing themselves out within Fisher and being able to rehearse, and they're making great music. In fact, Harriet and I just worked on a recording that they did last week that's going to come out to the public here soon. So we're full steam ahead and keeping music in the forefront.
Terrific. Our friend Wacker has that community music school going too, doesn't he?
He does. Yep. Yeah. Yep. Nothing's going to stop IUP or music making.
I love to hear it. And wonderful. I know marching band would love to be able to get together and to do things, but concert band being able to do what they're able to do now is just tremendous. And who knows, by next fall we might be seeing parades and football games and all of those wonderful things back together again. In the meantime, doing what needs to be done and able to in order to be able to get together and perform, and that's good news. Tim, if you could again give us the details on how people can attend virtually this March 6th concert.
Sure. The one thing I'll say when you mentioned the marching band, this fall is the 100th anniversary of the IUP marching band.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so there are going to be some special things happening in the fall.
Can't wait for that. Well, I can wait for the fall to come. The fall can wait as long as it wants to. But be wonderful to help and to hear the band on its 100th anniversary. That's going to be fun. It's going to be fun.
It'll be a great weekend of joy and entertainment.
Absolutely. Okay, so this concert March 6th.
March 6th, 7 p.m., virtually. And the easiest way to find it is on YouTube under IUP Music Department. And then when that page comes up, it'll show all the concerts that are happening. It'll say live stream wind ensemble. Click on that, sit back and enjoy. Get a bowl of popcorn or your favorite beverage and listen to the music.
Yeah, don't crunch too loud on the popcorn. You'll miss the music.
That's it.
Timothy Paul, thanks so much for being with us today. It's fun.
Thank you, Todd, for the opportunity.
Have a wonderful day today.
You too. Bye-bye.
It is the voice of Indiana County, WCCS 101.1 FM and AM 1160 and AM 11.